Sorry, we got cut off there at the end. So let's try this again. Madison is going to argue interposition. So that means that the states are situated between the people and the government. The role of the states is to protect the same people from the federal government if the federal government makes a law that's unconstitutional. In other words, states are the extra police, and they're going to make sure that the federal government does not take up too much power over the people. Alien Sedition Acts would be an example of too much power. Jefferson wants to take it that step further, where he says that states have the right to nullify a law if it is thought to be unconstitutional. So not going through the court system, not trusting the federal government, states have that right. Now, like I said in the previous video, that means that we're giving states a lot more power, and they could take a law that they didn't like and say it's unconstitutional so that they didn't have to follow it. So that's a very dangerous thing to happen, but it's going to be an idea that's produced now that we will see a lot more later on down the line. So keep nullification in your head. Circle that word on your sheet, whatever you need. All right, let's talk about the end. All in John Adams' presidency was pretty much a one-term wreck. The Alien and Sedition Acts are going to ruin his reputation. He is not going to be liked. The Federalists are getting yelled at for making these laws. The Republicans are finally going to organize themselves behind Jefferson and Madison, especially after the Virginia and Kentucky resolutions come out. They become the top-notch strong party. So because of this, Jefferson is going to secure the presidency and become the third president. We'll talk about him next. But let's finish up with the Alien and Sedition Acts and what actually happens to them. So with laws, usually they have an expiration date. That means we give them a time period to test it out, and then they subside if it doesn't work. So all of the Alien and Sedition Acts, all four of those pieces are going to eventually expire, except for one. And I want you to think about this because those of you who have had American II saw this when you talked about Japanese internment camps. The Alien Enemies Act, meaning where we could deport people that we thought could be a threat to us if we fight the country. This is used during World War II as a substantiated claim to make Japanese internment camps. During World War II, we took Japanese American citizens and put them into internment camps, basically to keep them under the eye of the government, because we were afraid that they would, at Pearl Harbor, be working with the Japanese to try and. So we're going to keep that. Little fun fact of the day. We will continue to talk about federal versus state governments. We're still going to have states now on board with the power of the federal government. We're going to have that federalism argument constantly torn at. This is where we kind of see that growing understanding that is a problem between the state and federal government. Up next, we're going to be talking about Jefferson. So hold on to your hats, and we're going to get started right now. Thanks for listening.